Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and I just want to go over the Blu-ray releases for November 28th, 2017. So once again, I watched all of the trailers and I looked up what they were about, like a brief synopsis. So the biggest release would be Logan Lucky. That is coming out, and that's with Adam Driver and Daniel Craig. I am especially excited to see Daniel Craig in the movie because he just looks like he's having so much fun, and we have the same birthday, so obviously I like him. This is a comedy by Steven Soderbergh, and it looked really good. I would not typically go for this kind of synopsis, but after seeing the trailer and seeing who's in it and associated with the movie, it definitely is a movie that I will be seeing in the future. So it's another heist movie. It takes place around this kind of NASCAR setting, and Logan has always been a really unlucky guy, and he wants to rob one of these race car events. So it looked pretty funny. It got really good reviews. The second movie coming out is Tulip Fever, and for this I have the complete opposite reaction. I want to run as far away from this movie as possible. So it stars Alicia, Vikander, Dane, DeHaan, and Christoph, Waltz, and it just really seems like a Miramax movie that would have been made in like the 90s, early 2000s. The story has been done so many times before. So it's a young girl who's kind of put into this marriage with this older man. She doesn't have much of a choice in it. She meets a younger man, she falls in love with him, and they have to run off together, and it's under very dangerous circumstances. And so they take the fact that tulips are selling for so much money, and they're basically stowing away money so that they can run away eventually. And it just reminded me so much of movies like In Secret with Oscar Isaac and Elizabeth Olsen, or, you know, Girl with the Pearl Earring. It's like those kinds of movies, but I feel like it's coming out, you know, like at least 5 years too late. And once again, it's based on a novel. The trailer seemed like it was trying way too hard. I know they had a really hard time releasing this movie. They kind of held on to it, and then Alicia Vikander won the Academy Award, and so I'm sure they thought this might be a better moment to release it. It didn't look good. It didn't look like she had any chemistry with Dane DeHaan. I feel like he's had that problem a lot lately, and it didn't get particularly good reviews either. So the next movie that's coming out is I Do Until I Don't, and you know, I really want to like this movie because it is written and directed by Lake Bell. She also stars in the movie. I think she's so talented, so funny. She did the movie In a World, which is one of the most underrated comedies. I just love that movie, but you know, the trailer looked okay. It looked very stylized, and it's all about marriage and 3 different age groups and whether marriage is actually dead. And so it definitely looked okay from the trailer, but I know that it has a 4.6 on IMDb, and so many critics were saying that this just didn't hit the right notes, and I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to have an open mind because I just love Lake Bell so much, and I really think she's underutilized as an actress, but I'm also not keeping my expectations too high either. And then the last movie coming out, which I had never heard of, but had sort of an interesting premise, is called Rememory, and that stars Peter Dinklage, and the concept looked really cool. I'm not so sure that the trailer made it look as good as it could be. So it takes place where this man has invented a device where you can record your memory or go back and find past images from your memory, and that man ends up dead. This definitely sounds like a Black Mirror type of storyline, but I like that. I love those kinds of stories, but in the trailer it looked like it turns into more of a whodunit, and Peter Dinklage, he's trying to find his own memory, and once he realizes that this guy's been murdered, he sort of takes it upon himself to kind of gather evidence to find out who would have murdered this man. So it got decent reviews, had about, I think, like a 6.5 on IMDb, but it just looked like an interesting pick if you had seen the other ones, and I thought it was, you know, kind of a cool storyline. So that's it for today. Please leave a comment below if you've seen any of these movies. I haven't seen any of them. I do plan on watching Logan Lucky, and I do until I don't, you know, reluctantly, but I really do kind of want to see it. But if you've seen any of these and can give any recommendations, I'd really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great week.